In this video, I'm going to show you how I created a simple 3D horror game in about 10 minutes using artificial intelligence. I didn't write the entire game from scratch, I didn't use a complicated game engine, and I didn't install any heavy programs on my computer. Instead, I used ChatGPT to organize the idea and create clear instructions. Then, I sent those instructions to Base44, which transformed the idea into a playable game. I'll leave the link to Base44 in the description so you can try it for yourself. The game begins with a normal person leaving their house in the middle of the night. Everything seems quiet at first, but after stepping outside, they quickly realize that something strange is happening in the neighborhood. There is a bear walking through the streets. The player's objective is to explore the neighborhood, find important items, avoid the bear, complete different missions, and slowly discover why the animal is there. This tutorial is not about creating the most advanced horror game ever made. The goal is to show you that with a clear idea, a detailed prompt, and a little testing, almost anyone can begin creating their own game. We are going to build the story one level at a time, test every important mechanic, correct the problems, and finally publish the game so other people can play it. So let's begin with Step 1. Step 1. Define the idea and create Level 1. Before we ask the AI to build anything, we need to define the idea clearly. This is one of the most important parts of the process. If we only tell the AI to create a horror game, the result may be too simple, confusing, or completely different from what we imagined. We need to explain the location, the story, the player's objective, the characters, the items, and what should happen during the level. For this game, the story begins inside the player's house at night. The player hears a strange sound coming from outside. They find a flashlight, open the front door, and step into the street to investigate. However, as soon as they leave the house, the door closes and locks behind them. Now the player is trapped outside. They don't have their phone, and they don't have the keys required to open the door. The street is dark, most of the houses are empty, and the neighborhood feels completely different at night. After exploring for a moment, the player notices a bear moving between the houses. The bear is dangerous, but it doesn't immediately attack. It walks around the neighborhood, listens for sounds, and begins chasing the player whenever they get too close. The player can run away and hide underneath parked cars, inside large trash cans, or behind objects around the neighborhood. These hiding places are important because the player cannot fight the bear directly. The objective is to survive, explore the area, and find a way to leave. The player remembers that their neighbor has a spare set of car keys. When the player finds the neighbor agrees to return the keys, but first asks for two items, a snack and a can of bear repellent. The snack can be hidden inside another house, a small store, or a garage. The bear repellent can be placed inside a locked shed or somewhere near an abandoned vehicle. This gives the player a clear mission. They must explore the neighborhood, avoid the bear, find both objects, and bring them back to the neighbor. After receiving the snack and the bear repellent, the neighbor gives the player the car keys. The player can then reach the car, unlock it, and escape from the neighborhood. That completes Level 1. Once the story and mechanics are clear, we can ask ChatGPT to organize everything into one detailed prompt. The prompt should explain the environment, the controls, the hiding system, the bear's behavior, the collectible items, the neighbor's mission, and the ending of the level. We then copy that prompt and paste it into Base44. Base44 generates the first version of the project. The result may not be perfect yet, and that is completely normal. At this point, we only need to confirm that the basic structure exists. Can the player move? Can they explore the neighborhood? Is the bear visible? Can the player hide? Are the snack and the bear repellent included? Can the player speak to the neighbor and receive the car keys? If the main idea is working, we can continue to the next step. Step 2. Build, test, and improve levels 1 and 2. The first generated version will probably have some problems. Maybe the bear moves strangely. Maybe it walks through walls or becomes stuck behind a house. Perhaps one of the items is missing. The hiding places don't work, or the player cannot interact with the neighbor. That doesn't mean the project failed. It simply means we need to improve it one problem at a time. Instead of asking Base44 to fix the entire game, we describe each issue clearly. For example, we can say, the bear is moving too quickly and catches the player immediately. Reduce its speed and give the player enough time to reach a hiding place. We can also say, Allow the player to hide underneath cars and inside trash cans. When the player is hidden, the bear should lose sight of them after a few seconds. We continue testing and correcting level 1 until the movement, interactions, objectives, hiding system, and ending work correctly. Once level 1 feels complete, we continue the story. The player enters the car and begins driving away from the neighborhood. For a moment, it seems like they have escaped. However, the bear suddenly appears in the road. The player loses control of the vehicle, the screen goes dark, and the car crashes. When the player wakes up, they are near an abandoned school. This is the beginning of level 2. The environment is larger, darker, and more dangerous than the first level. The player must enter the school and search classrooms, offices, hallways, and storage areas. The bear is still nearby, but the player slowly begins to understand that the animal may not be attacking because it is evil. It is confused, frightened, and trapped in an unfamiliar place. The player discovers an old school bus outside the building. The new objective is to find a way to safely guide the bear onto the bus. To complete this mission, the player may need to find food that can attract the bear, repair the bus door, locate the bus keys, and activate a mechanism that closes the door after the bear enters. The player must complete each task while avoiding direct contact with the animal. We follow the same creation process used for level 1. First, we describe the complete level to ChatGPT. Then we ask ChatGPT to create a clear prompt for Base44. We paste the prompt into Base44, generate the level, and test every important mechanic. We check the school map, the item locations, the bus, the bear's behavior, and the transition to the next level. Whenever something fails, we give Base44 a specific correction: prompt, build, test, fix, and improve. That simple cycle is how we turn a basic AI-generated project into a more complete game. Step 3. Final level, testing, and publishing. Whenever the bear reaches the player, it only knocks them unconscious because it is acting through fear and instinct. The final level changes the objective. Instead of escaping from the bear, the player now has to help it. After leaving the abandoned school, the player uses the school bus to bring the bear to the zoo. However, when they arrive, the entrance to the wildlife rescue area is closed. The player must explore the zoo, restore the power, open the correct gates, and contact the wildlife rescue team. They also need to keep the bear calm by placing food in safe locations and avoiding sudden movements. Once the power is restored and the rescue gates are open, the wildlife team arrives and safely takes control of the situation. This is when we discover that the bear was never truly dangerous. It was lost, scared, and acting on instinct. The player is safe, the bear is safe, and the story has a complete ending. After finishing the final level, we test the entire game from beginning to end. We check every objective, collectible item, hiding place, interaction, level transition, knockdown sequence, and ending. Whenever something does not work correctly, we describe the exact problem to Base44 and ask it to fix only that part. Once everything is working, we publish the game and open the public version in a new browser window to make sure it works correctly outside the editor. And that is how I created a simple 3-dimensional horror game using ChatGPT and Base44. We started with a clear idea, divided the story into levels, generated the first version, tested the gameplay, fixed the problems, and continued improving the game until it had a complete ending. You do not need to be an expert or know complicated programming to begin creating. You only need an idea, a detailed prompt, and the patience to test and improve your project one step at a time. You can try Base44 using the link in the description. Let me know in the comments what type of game you would like to see me create next. Do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more tutorials about creating games and projects with AI. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.